I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Quarantine with the Stars. This is a fun show we're doing here on AfterBuzz TV, where we try to entertain all of you at home while we're all here at home ourselves. I am Brian Santos, and I am chatting with the absolutely amazing Jenn Lyon. Jenn, love you. Let me see your claws. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, you absolutely cannot see my claws right now. That's just not going to happen. They're like little carpenter's nubbins. It's bad.
Definitely. We're all stuck here at home, so I got my eyebrows, my hair, this is out of control, so.
Yeah. I just glued on some lashes just real quick. I was like, let me do something. So I curled my hair and I glued on some lashes, and here we are.
Well, you look amazing, and I want to start by getting to know you. So tell me all about you and how you got into acting.
My dad's a preacher, so I did a lot of church plays all the time. Just loved it. My brother's like really math and science oriented, so it's like I could get attention by doing like a lot of fart jokes and characters, and I would act out people in the church for my family, and I just always loved it. I always loved making people laugh, and I liked telling a story, and I was greedy for more than one life. I wanted to lead a lot of different lives, and I was like, well, that's the way I could do it.
Absolutely. I love that. So I also love claws. Oh, I see the little doggy.
Kona, come here. She's just an old lady. Hold on. Oh, it's our old lady, Kona.
How cute.
She's such a good girl.
We have a extra special guest with us.
Kona the dog.
Yeah.
And also welcome. It's really devolved over here in quarantine. I'm wearing a shirt that's like a hairy chest with nipples on it. I've lost all sense of decorum. It's just what's happening.
Seriously, I had to just put some powder on. And I'm like, okay, let's get it together. Let's
do it. Yeah.
I love it. All right, so let's get into claws. I'm not caught up, but the episodes I have watched were just so iconic. I loved it. So for those who aren't familiar with the show, tell everyone about Claws and your character Jennifer.
It's about these 5 nail techs in Florida. And they are like these badass women who are like scraping by to survive, and they get sort of unwittingly dragged into the drug trade. It's like, we always say it's like Breaking Bad, but make it fashion.
I love that. And I agree that it's such about strong, badass women. It's such a show about women empowerment. And we are still in Women's History Month. I also saw a post on your Instagram celebrating Women's Day recently. So if you could say one thing to women everywhere, what would you say?
Wash your hands. I don't know. I mean,
that's to everybody.
Sure. For women, I would say, what would I say to women? I would say thank you for your struggle and your fight, to all the women that came before us, who we stand on the shoulders on in our fight for equality, and just to keep going,
I love that. And I'm such a huge feminist. I celebrate women every single day of the year, not just Women's History Month. And thank you for strong women like you on TV who are portraying these strong characters. So I love that.
And also, we're all, we're all women of a certain age. We're all over 30. We're all different sizes, different ethnicities. And so it's nice to see that on TV and to struggle together.
Yes, for sure. So I also know that you worked on Broadway. So what I want to know is how different it was for Broadway and stage acting as opposed to screen acting. I'm sure they're so different.
Yeah, they're really different. I mean, when I first tried to do on camera stuff, I would do these auditions, and the casting director would be like, "You're yelling," and I'm not sure who you're playing this for, because
projecting.
You play it to the balcony, and I had played everything so broad. I was playing to the check cashing place across the street. So I had to learn how to take everything down 20% for me, because I have an expressive face. I move too much, and I had to learn how to just fucking be still and not move my face around like a cartoon.
Well, speaking of auditions, I've had a couple actors join me for this interview as well, and they mentioned that they've been trying to hone their crafts while still at home. Is there anything you're doing to kind of stay sharp and just hone your craft as an actor?
Not right now. I'm really concerned with healthcare professionals and people losing their jobs. I'm trying to run errands for old people. I think we should be donating blood. I'm not concerned with acting right now. Maybe that's a privilege of being on a show that hasn't, I mean, we stopped production, but it hasn't been canceled yet. So maybe that's my own privilege showing that I'm like, who the fuck cares about acting right now? But if I were to care about it, I would say that warm up, read plays. You know, there's always things you can do. And I also believe that the service that you lead outside of the world of like, you know, stage work or film work absolutely informs your acting. So be of service to the world around you. I think that's the best thing you can do right now. Sorry, I'm touching my face. I know I shouldn't, but I wash my hands.
I love that. I absolutely love that message of basically just we all have a platform that we can use, and any way you can help the situation that we're currently in is such a big help. And like you said, shout out to healthcare professionals and service workers out there who are really leading the charge, fighting.
Just people like, who knew that first responders were going to be like people in the grocery store? Like your checkout girl is risking her life to make sure that you got food and paper towels. Like you got to like put some money in that tip jar. You know, I know times are tough and people don't have money to spare, but like these people are risking their lives, and who knows if they got an old parent at home that they're taking care of. Like we just really have to make sure that we are responding to the people that are really on the front lines.
Absolutely. It's such a trying time, and we're all going to get through this, especially if we work together, like you said. So I love that so much. So moving along, I just want to talk about what you're doing here in quarantine. We are stuck indoors. Are you watching any TV? This is for AfterBuzz TV, so I want to know if you're watching any shows that you love.
Yeah, dude. I just watched, I watched season 3 of, what's it called? The Sinner.
I heard that's good.
Whoa, dude. I mean, it was like Matt Bomer and Chris Messina and Bill Pullman's being so weird. Everybody's doing just the weirdest, making big ass choices and just unraveling. It was great. Of course, I watched Tiger King.
Yes, I also heard that was great.
You have to watch it. The twists and turns are unbelievable.
Yes.
I'm doing a whole lot of cross stitch. I've recently gotten into embroidery, which is a nice quarantine activity.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Do you want me to show you one?
Yes, I would love that. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Don't look at my house. Don't look at any. Let's see. I'll show you the 2 I just recently finished. They're always they're not like very nice. Let's see. Can I turn the camera if I'm on the thing? Can I turn it?
You should be able to.
Can I?
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, so I'll hold this one up. I'll try to do it. It says, "Fight me, you long ass bitch."
I love that. That is amazing.
And then this one says, it's got a little dandelion on it, and it says, "Blow me."
Those are adorable.
They are subversive and terrible. Don't tell my mom or my dad.
I love that. Well, that is definitely a way to pass the time, because I'm sure it's very time consuming, but also probably very therapeutic as well. So they look great.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Thank you for recognizing the art in me.
Absolutely. Well, before we go, is there anything you want to shout out to just everyone out there about this current situation we're in? I know we talked about it a little bit, but
keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep the fight up. You know, there was, I don't know where it came from, but there's this, maybe it was from a documentary that I watched, and there's this notion that, you know, if a choir has to hold a note, not everybody holds it at once. You take a breath and somebody else is holding the note, and then you come back in when you feel strong and you hold the note for them. And so I think that that's important in this time, that if you get overwhelmed, whatever, take a breath and step back. And then you enter back into the struggle and you hold a note. You hold the note for the other people that need to step back and take a breath. So, yeah.
I absolutely love that. That is a perfect way to end our show. Just, we're all in this together. We're all going to get through this together. And Jenn, thank you so much for joining me. Where can people find you on social media?
I'm at the Jenn Lyon, TheJennLyon on Instagram and Twitter. I think I'm Jenn Lyon on Facebook. Yeah, donate to any causes you see worthy. The Actors Fund, if anybody got $1, you donate to the Restaurant Workers Union. Like, just help all the peeps out.
I love that. Support everybody. We're going to get through this together. I am Brian Santos. This is Quarantine for the Stars. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at @TheBrianSantos, and catch all of our interviews with some of the best stars in Hollywood. Thank you so much, Jenn, for joining me. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.